Hello and welcome. In this quick video I will show you how to easily find, trap and tame the new Dreadmare. So let's get into it. So first you need to know where to find it. You can find this tame on Scorched Earth or on the center map. But I highly recommend that you go to the center, and I will explain why the center is much better than Scorched Earth in just a moment. Okay, for the actual spawn locations, if you take a look on our map, you currently see there is 0, and there is actually a very good reason for that. They will only spawn during the nighttime. But once it's nighttime, you can find them on the lava island, also on the floating island, and very commonly in the redwoods. So, with that out of the way, I will now show you a secret trick on how to easily find it. Okay, so you can actually find the Dreadmare during the daytime as well, and I will show you a very OP trick on how to do this. So if you have access to the gene scanner, what you want to do is, if you hold R, you can then open it up, and what you need to do is this creature track scan. Then you want to type in Dreadmare, so as you can see it locates the Dreadmare. And then you will see these arrows, they will point you to the right direction. So now you can see we have to walk forward, right? And this will go across the whole map, by the way. So now we kind of know that we are very close. We are most likely on top of it, right? But they will only spawn during the daytime. So what you can do now is go to your Tame. And you have to wait for the nighttime. So in this example, of course, we're not going to wait and just simply make it nighttime. So if we set the time to 8:20, this is roughly when it will spawn. And first I will show you how to do it the normal way, right? And in just a moment I will show you how you can actually easily trap this and then simply tame it. So, as you can see, it does spawn in our world right now. Not sure why it's not attacking us, but the basic idea is that you shoot it, right? And you're just going to use your Tame as, you know, like a defense, so it doesn't damage your player too much. But as you can see, it is pretty insane, you know? It flies around a lot, so it's kind of hard to hit, if you know what I mean. So you can choose between a pump or a fabricated sniper, but as many know, pump is usually the strongest weapon, so I recommend a pump shotgun. So it's pretty insane how fast it flies around, so you can only imagine doing it this way will be very hard to tame. But I will show you a trick in just a second, but we are very close now. So as you can see now, after you kill it, you need to go to its body. So our Tyler just harvested it, I believe. So yeah, this is the back, and then you get a altar. But now I will show you how you can actually do this much more easy. Okay, now I'll show you something absolutely insane. So we know that there is a Dreadmare here, but what you then can do is simply spawn in a parasaur. So if you spawn in a parasaur, this is the code, by the way, you can then put it on turret mode. So go to the alert settings, enable turret mode, and this will show the exact location of the Dreadmare, and this will allow us to build a trap. So now I will show you how to build a very good trap. Okay, so this is our Dreadmare. To start building it, just take out a normal foundation, but you need to wait to see exactly where it is. So as you can see, you cannot place a foundation here because technically the Tame is there. So just go a little bit further, so just next to it, and then you kind of just want to build a circle around it. Alright, so just place some foundations. It can be stone, it does not even have to be metal. Then take out your walls and cycle them to stone double doorways. Then you want to place a couple along the sides. just like so. And this is pretty crazy. You know, you will see this, how this works in just a moment. Then simply take some ceilings. Okay, so we got our ceilings, just simply place them all around. Pretty straightforward. And you will see how well this gets tapped. So this is how it should look like. Pretty much a box just like so. And then you will have to wait for, you know, the night time. But in our example, of course, we're going to speed it up. Then prepare with your weapon. And you will see this will basically perfect trap it. It's insane. So I don't think anyone figured this out yet. So you've seen it here first. Look at this. It's basically perfectly tapped inside. And you will see why this is important. Because this is just the first step. And this is a 150 by the way. So it cannot do anything. You can just simply kill it with a pump. Look how fast this went. And this was 150. So then you need to take the altar inside your inventory. Alright. Okay, so now that you got the altar, there's something very important that you need to understand. Do not place this inside your base, and you will see why in just a moment. So, once you place the altar, alright, so we are going to... yeah, this should be fine. Okay, so once you place this altar, you will see you can only summon at night. So same thing, we are going to go to the nighttime. And then it will ask for something random. Okay, so as you can see, it does ask for an Alpha Raptor Claw. So whatever it needs will be random. So if you take a look in my inventory, you see all these different items. And these are called Apex Drops. So basically from random creatures like a Rex or a IG, if you kill them, they will drop, you know, these certain items. So you might think this is a good idea to do this inside your base, but trust me, do not do this. Because, let's start it. So, as you see, it has a timer, right? And if you're too late, you will be in big trouble. You will see this, how this works in just a second. So we actually killed this quite quickly. But as you can see, this is only the first stage. And we have about, I would say 10% taming maybe. But if you take a look at this timer, right? So now it says it needs T-Rex arms. So I'm gonna speed this up real quick to show you the example. Alright. What happens if you miss this timer? Okay, so let's say for example it asks you a tribute that you do not have. You only have 5 minutes to collect it. And let's say that you are too late, so in 10 seconds we are too late, it will spawn in a creature. So this is why you do not want to do it in our base. It asks for a T-Rex arm, it will now spawn in an actual wild T-Rex. So look at this, and it even spawns in a 150. So let's say that it asks for a Giga for example, you could be in some serious trouble, you know? And on top of that, it will also spawn in, you know, the actual Dreadmare. So you can see now that we are too late, you know, we missed it, we did not give the tribute and it lost healed. So if you miss this 3 times, you will fail to tame it. But on the bright side, you will not lose taming effect. So as you can see, a 150 takes a lot of tributes. I think you have to do it like 10 times or whatever. Look, it actually looks like it works to build foundations around it. So I believe you can just do exactly the same. Alright, just build the tap around it. So let's put this to the test. Okay, so we just built the tap around it. Let's see if it works. So we can still do this. Will it get stuck inside? It actually does. Look at this. So you need to build it too high for the actual process. And this will allow you to obviously... Look, 2 hits, that is it. And this is just with a simple, you know, nothing special, 270 damage, so it's not even capped. It is close, but it's not. So as you can see, if you build this trap, how fast you can repeat this process. 2 shots, bam. on to the next one. Okay, so we have done this about, I would say, 15 times. So you can only imagine, you know, this is for a 150. This will save you a lot of time by building this trap, right? So I highly recommend doing this because otherwise this will take a very long time. So as you can see, we now have 100% taming effect, and if you now press E, this is basically it. So now we got a perfect tamed Dreadmare. How amazing is this? Let's go.